Hi everybody, it's Marie at Avalon. We are coming up on Recital Week, and so it's time for a quick review on where to find the information you need in order to get through recital season feeling really confident and like you have all of the information you need in order to be relaxed and successful and really enjoy the weekend. So lots of questions have been coming up about recital costumes. So your children all have a costume. We do not hand them out a month before the recital, 2 weeks before the recital even, because pieces get lost. Children play in them, they get ruined, and so it's true, you haven't received your child's costume yet, but that is for a reason. So we did start handing them out last night, Thursday night, and we'll continue on through next week. And I'm just going to give you a little what to expect with what you're going to get. So for example, in this bag here, this child, her name's Kate, your child's name will be on the bag. Your teacher will know what costume to give your child. If they're in a preschool combo class, 2-year-olds, all the way up through in ballet, the primary 4 classes, maybe some of the younger jazz classes or tap, tights will be included in their costume if they are required. So this child's tights are in her bag. You don't need to go to Attitudes and buy a pair of tights. They are in there. And then also in here is the costume info sheet. So this has some important information that you're going to need to review. It's going to just give you a little rundown about the contents of the bag. And then it's also going to let you know how your child's hair should be done for the recital. So in some cases that's a bun, in some cases it's just a ponytail. We'll let you know right here. And then if you have questions about how to do that for your child, just ask your child's teacher or go over to Attitudes, Dance and Activewear. Tracy over there is really awesome at helping teach you how to put a bun in your child's hair. And there's little bun building kits that are really easy to use. So it doesn't have to be a big deal and it doesn't have to be stressful. Also on here are a couple general notes about costumes that you need to know. Once you're in costume, no eating or drinking, only a little bit of water. 2, no makeup on children. We don't wear makeup on stage when we're under the age of 10 especially. The kids are beautiful. They don't really need to be dolled up or anything. We want them to look like themselves on stage. No jewelry. If they need starter studs in their ears, if they just got them pierced, that's okay. No big deal. But other than that, no jewelry, rub-on tattoos, nail polish, all that needs to come off. And then for girls who are wearing leotard and tights, no underpants, unless they are very young and you're concerned that they might have an accident if they aren't wearing a pull-up or underpants or something like that. Okay, so that's costumes. You'll get it this week. Don't worry about it until then. One other thing about costumes is that the hairpiece, if your costume has a hairpiece that goes with it, they will only get those on recital day, again, because they get lost, ruined, broken, whatever. So don't worry about it. We've got it all under control. We will give you the things you need when you need them. Now, a couple months ago, you all received a recital packet, okay? This has the answers, I am confident, to 99.9% of all of your questions. If you are like me and you don't always keep track of pieces of paper in your house and you can't find this and you don't know where to find this information, it's okay because we have put it on our website. I'm sure this is going to be backward, but if you go to avalonschoolofthearts.com, there's a tab down here that says Spring Dance Recital. If you click on that tab, it will give you rehearsal information, recital information, and a link to this video as well if you want to rewatch it at any point. Also at the bottom is the link for buying your recital tickets. I think most people have gotten their tickets at this point, but if you haven't, that's where you go to get your tickets. Okay? So, with that being said, if you've got your paper copy, great. If not, it's right there online. You can reference it from your phone or your computer or whatever. But on those links there, mandatory dress rehearsal information, read it through, see if you have any questions after that. If you do, please let us know. And then there's the same thing, frequently asked questions for the recital as well, okay? So at this point, everybody should know what show their child is performing in. That's an important thing to know, and the name of their song. So if you know, for example, that your child is performing in show 2, and let's say they are in the dance called You'll Be in My Heart, okay? That's one of our 3- and 4-year-old classes. So you know your child is in show 2, their song is called You'll Be in My Heart. Hanging here in the office, but also what is here on the website as well, is our rehearsal schedule. So your rehearsal times should have been on your calendar since you got your recital packet back in March. But if you need a refresher, you're gonna look at your child's show. See this, I'm sorry, this is backwards. Show 2 rehearsal, and then you look for your child's name of their dance. You'll Be in My Heart. Oh look, it's right there. And it's right at the time when we said it would be, which is 9 a.m. So that means you're at Zeeland High School, ready to rehearse at 9 a.m. This entire block of people right here, all of these songs are all rehearsing at 9 a.m. We do a little bit of orientation. I give some how we're gonna do this, and then we start going through these dances. When you're done, you are free to leave, or you can stay and watch. Either one is totally fine. Now, because we have a lot of dances to get through, and you know, a lot of young children really don't need to sit there for 2 hours at a rehearsal. It's just asking a little much of them. What we've done is we've broken down these times to different rehearsal times within the show 2 rehearsal. So if your child is in, let's say, Morning Has Broken in show 2, they are in the 2nd hour of rehearsal. So you don't have to, you can come at 9 a.m. if you wish to, if you want to see other dances rehearse or get a feel for what's going on, but you don't have to. You can come at 10 a.m. and then you're going to be out of there having sat there for less time. So you don't have to suffer through a 2-hour rehearsal if that's just going to be stressful or asking too much of attention span. So we're trying to make it easy for you and have it be less of a burden and a time commitment for the amount of time you need to spend rehearsing. Now, another note about rehearsal is that we have, our shows are color-coded with the information we're hanging up here in the studio. So if you are in show 1, all of the rehearsal and the recital information hanging up is blue. If you're in show 2, it's going to be pink, and if you're in show 3, it is yellow. Now, one thing a couple people are getting confused about is they know, like I said, there's that dance called You'll Be in My Heart. That is a dance that performs in show 2, and I think it also performs in, I should have looked before. In any event, some of the songs perform in multiple shows. That doesn't necessarily mean that your child performs in multiple shows. If your child is performing in multiple shows, you would know that by now. The only kids who perform their dances in multiple shows are members of our dance ensemble. If you were in the dance ensemble, I promise you would know it. So if you come once a week for your classes, you are only going to be performing your dance in one show. It's just your responsibility to know which show you're in. Because yeah, you could get a little confused if you were looking at this and said, wait a minute, my song is listed in 2 different shows. Does that mean I'm performing in both shows? No, it does not. So you are only performing in the show that your child's class is performing in, and only in one show. So don't get confused. It's okay. I think that's about all I wanted to say. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video. I hope you all take a big, deep breath and just really relax and enjoy recital season. It's a lot of fun. We just really appreciate the opportunity to celebrate with you and your children, all of their hard work throughout the year and their commitment to coming to class every week. We just appreciate it so much, and we appreciate all you parents who have to keep all these details straight and make things happen for your kids. You're doing a great job, and we'll see you at rehearsal. Thanks.